This is Jeffrey Sachs, great professor out of Columbia, but he is one of the few speaking the truth on a lot of issues about U.S. empire, and people do not like him for that reason. They are very upset for that reason. Anyway, let's play a minute of Jeffrey Sachs. Again, renowned professor out of Columbia, but not given a lot of time on mainstream TV anymore because they don't want him saying things like this.
Our governments lie nonstop. John Kirby at the White House almost never says a sentence of truth, except by accident or because it's incidental. Our State Department almost never speaks the truth. The Israeli government lies from morning till night. But in the court, you don't get away with that. And what was interesting for me in the court proceedings was the methodical nature in which the court, in a short period of time, said, look, this looks to be happening and it has to stop. Now, immediately, Netanyahu and the State Department, because they are completely complicit in this, said, oh, Israel's already doing all of these things. Nobody should believe that.
When real quick, when he says already doing all these things, he's talking about how the court told Israel that they needed to start considering civilian lives. They needed to avoid genocidal conduct. They needed to get water and food to civilians in the region. When he says doing all those things, that's what he's referring to, is that Israel, after the court proceeding came down and those endorsing Israel and supporting Israel like the U.S., said, oh, we're already doing those things. We're already giving a lot of consideration for civilians. We're already making sure they get water and food. And as Jeffrey Sachs is saying, no one should believe that.
For one moment, Israel has been murdering civilians. And by the way, there are clips of murder in cold blood. I just watched one today by ITV, where people, Palestinian men waving a white flag, were gunned down by the Israelis in cold blood. And of course, the dropping of bombs, you don't get to 28,000 dead. Those are the ones counted, not the ones under the rubble.
Right.
You don't get to 28,000 dead, 70% women and children, by taking care.
So, yeah, all great points from Jeffrey Sachs. And again, that's why he's not invited on mainstream media anymore, even though he is a highly touted professor at Columbia, highly respected professor. But you can't have even highly respected professors like that saying those type of things on your mainstream media anymore. And yeah, he's not given a lot of time on mainstream media. But as he was saying, yeah, it is just immense mountains of lies. That is what we're getting out of our State Department, out of Israel. Of course, they have no care for civilians.
But what's interesting about our world is we're exactly in the world of George Orwell, 1984. They say whatever they want. The Israelis lie, the State Department lies, the White House lies, but the Court of Public Opinion and the International Court of Justice is not going to accept that. So Israel is on the path of being found to be committing genocide. It didn't happen today, but that's the path that they're on. They can fake it, they can lie, they can say whatever they want, but the devastating record that they are creating is going to haunt them for generations to come.
All great points.